So I'm at the shop here. It's pouring rain, as you can see. We're rained out probably for the whole day. Not sure about tomorrow. Hopefully we can get back to mowing tomorrow, but if it rains too much more, we're not gonna be able to, but we're gonna try to mow some more. So I'm sitting here looking at the weed eaters here. Now these are all STIHL FS111s, except for this one's the 91R. Every time it rains and we have them on the trailer like this, I need to get some of those dry wraps for them, but I just hadn't got around to doing it yet. But that's definitely my next purchase. So anybody that knows anything about weed eaters and everything, they have these filters, these air filters right here in the sides. And when it rains on them like this, with my experience is they get soaking wet. The filters get wet, and you can run them when they're wet, but they bog down, and they're not. It's definitely not good to run a wet filter. And so what I like to do is, after a good rain like this, we've been riding around in the rain for probably a good 30-40 minutes, and because we had a good little drive back. And what I like to do after they've been in the rain this long is take this cap off and take the filter out and lay them out on the bumper of the truck or somewhere dry, and let them dry out. And then the next morning just pop them back in there and you're good to go. Because if you let them sit in there, it's just wet, and they're not going to run good when you go to crank them the next morning, because the filters would be soaking wet. So I'm about to do that real quick. I'm about to take all the filters off the weed eaters, and that way we'll be good to go for in the morning. And but let me know in the comments if you guys have had any experience with that, if you've noticed that or anything. I'm sure most people have common sense and they went ahead and bought their dry wraps and everything for their weed eaters, and they don't have to worry about that. But I'm not one of those people yet. I just hadn't done it yet, but trust me, I'm going to do it very soon, because it gets very annoying taking the filters off of full weed eaters. So like I said, just let me know in the comments, and I'm about to take these things off real quick, and I'll show you what they look like off of them. So I got all the filters out, got them sitting here on the bumper, going to be drying out overnight. And so this is what they look like without the filter and everything. But yeah, I got them all off, and in the morning I'll just pop them back on, and we'll be ready to rock and roll.